Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a lot of interesting things that are floating around all throughout today in regards to the PlayStation 5 Pro. There's some more leak information, more expected information. One of the bigger, I think, kind of major topic points too is the PS4 Pro, the PS5 Pro, gonna be going for 8K? Because even as of right now, I'm sure you guys know 4K is kind of the industry standard and also is able to be ran on the current PS5. And a lot of other things, such as the price point, other various things too as well. I'm going to go chime in some of the leak information, chime in my own thoughts, and kind of give my own expectations on what we should be expecting for this upcoming PlayStation 5 Pro, which is also kind of funny too that a lot of people are still kind of really hyped up for this next iteration when there's still millions of people out there still trying their best to actually find the normal PlayStation 5 console. But of course, as well, with Sony kind of throwing in this really random weird revamp within under a year of the last PlayStation 5 coming out, it kind of makes sense that they're probably already working towards and working on the upcoming PlayStation 5 Pro. Or as well, it could also be the PlayStation 5 Slim 2, depending on what model and how they want to go in the future. So we have a lot of things we're going to go talk about. This actually will probably be the topic for the next 1 or 2 days too, as well as more information and rumors kind of come on out. So if you guys are all going to be enjoying it. So if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Let's go dive in the video itself. So I'm sure you guys are going to probably see a lot of this stuff floating around all throughout these next 2 days or so. So I figured might be a good time to go and talk about it, kind of bring it on up. So we have an article over here from Gamer Revolution, pretty much discussing and talk about all of the major and kind of crazy PS5 Pro rumors and updates and all this type of stuff for it. So we have a lot of things we're going to go talk about for this one, but I think it's just been resparked today and there's been a lot of articles on it. So will Sony be releasing a PS5 Pro console in the next few years? I'm going to say yes. I think it's almost dumb that they would not. We've always seen these mid-tier generational upgrades, even from farther back in the day from previous gens. So almost without a doubt, they will be upgrading the stuff. Because don't forget, it also makes games run more efficiently. They also have a chance to double sell into new markets. And as well, a lot of people that were like, maybe I don't want to get a PlayStation 5. Maybe I don't want to get an Xbox. And then they see the brand new shiny like Xbox XXX or like the PlayStation 5.2, whatever they want, weird names they want to call them nowadays. And they'll probably be like, oh, you know what? Why not? So hopefully just next iteration will be a little bit easier to go and buy. So a lot of people are kind of basically saying, hey, are they going to enhance the PS5 version in the style of the previous generation's powerful and popular PS4 Pro? However, what could be a PS5 Pro release date be? What about the price? What about the technical specifications and all of that good stuff? So here's pretty much everything all kind of thrown around when it comes to these leaks too as well. So basically, a lot of people are kind of more so stating on the fact of it'll be Sony's major push towards 8K gaming, which is kind of a big duh. And also Microsoft might be reporting to offer something else too as well, which we may cover that for maybe a video more tomorrow. So basically, what are people expecting? How are they doing this? I feel like a lot of this information is already being kind of flown around because I've already made a few videos on these similar topics. But once again, I think some of these more, it's always kind of fun to speculate and kind of see what's on the lookout and what people are waiting for. So the estimated PlayStation 5 Pro release dates, and these are all more so coming from leaks, so you can kind of take them with a grain of salt or take them like kind of, seriously. So basically, the leaks are suggesting that the PS5 Pro will be released at the earliest by late 2023 or more than likely 2024. Now, I'd probably say once again, probably a little bit later is usually the better strat for it, because if we have all these weird production issues, a lot of people are saying these semiconductors and display drivers, all these supply chain issues won't even be done until probably 2023 at this point, or at least kind of start tapering off by 2022. So it makes sense to not even want to plan up another console when your first console is still having so many issues in general. And as well, how are you even going to make them? Because it's just hard to get all the stuff. You have to pay extra money for it too. So basically, the PlayStation 4 did go and release in November 2016. And that was exactly 3 years after the release of the PS4 in November 2013. In November 2023 would mark a similar 3-year gap between the PS5's release date in November 2020 and the PS5 Pro. So, it's based off that. It kind of makes sense, but we also are in a global pandemic. And like I mentioned before, the supply chain issues definitely kind of makes things harder to even mass produce the things to go and sell. And if we literally jump straight into this, even now 2 years from now, we will still be having people having issues getting the consoles. Because don't forget, a lot of these like third world countries, it's maybe bad to say, but more so like the more poverty stricken places, think more like the Brazils, Chiles, etc., are barely getting any consoles. And there actually is big markets there, and same thing too as well for other places such as China and Japan, with billions of folks there. It's like a crazy Black Friday fest to try to get other stuff. So it would make sense, but I think they'd want to delay it a little bit longer, because if they can still keep on making money off the current PS5, why would they not? What is the PS5 Pro price? So now a lot of the rumored prices for all these stuff is for the PS5 Pro is around $600 to $700 USD, which would also make sense. Current baseline PS5 is at $500, digital's at $400. But one of the bigger things I'd be more intrigued on that many people are not really bringing on up is the PS5 Digital and what they would do for the next iteration. Are they going to plan on making a PS5 Digital Pro? Are they not? Or whatever. That might be a separate video for separate times. But it is definitely something I'm intrigued on because they don't really usually mention that too much. We also never really had this weird cross double next-gen console. Same thing with the Xbox Series X and S. But around $600 to $700 would be fair if they also improve the internals. They also improve the GPUs, CPUs, hopefully the heats as well with the heat dissipation too on top of that. And of course, while it might be doubling the price for the regular PS5 digital, I'd maybe say they might have a digital alternative, maybe for like a $500 price point. The PS5 or PS4 Pro was $400 when it launched, just $100 more than the base PS4 at $300. So that reason for the price difference is likely because of the production cost have skyrocketed since then, as seen the shortage with the current PS5s. So once again, like a lot of this information has been kind of making a lot of the waves and getting a lot of articles on it. I always say this, it's always weird because it's always like speculation, but like, I mean, I guess it's just the top, like people, it's just like, like you talk to your friend, be like, hey, would you rather have $1 million or like have 7 feet? Like maybe it's just kind of more the fun hypothetical for that. Like I've been in this like kind of gaming industry for a while, more of a Twitch streamer. So it's kind of like, weird for me, I guess. But anyway, so what are the PS5 Pro specs and hardware? Now, this is the more intriguing stuff that has a little bit more on the information going on which is the 8K capabilities. So the PS5 Pro is now rumored to feature a fresh new AMD APU with new CPU and GPU IPs, which would just basically mean like a really big upgrade both for the internals. GPUs is just kind of more so for running the game, and CPU more for the processing of the games and the overall console, which I'd be cool with that. Brand new GPUs, brand new CPUs, it basically would be a PS6 in that weird mid tier, how the PS4 Pro was. So I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. I think that'd be a nice sizable upgrade, which of course will be far faster than the current AMD Zen 2 base CPU that runs at 3.5 gigahertz, which I'm okay with too as well. I'm sure most of you guys agree. If you guys want to spend the extra money on a brand new next-gen console like the PS5 Pro or Xbox Pro, whatever they want to go call it, you want better specs, you want better efficiency, you want it to be quieter, and overall run your games even better, and maybe on the 8K, which we'll get to in a second. The APU means accelerated processing unit and is still a CPU, although AMD has combined it with a powerful integrated graphics card, so it does all the work. The system should be able to natively support 8,000 resolution, but of course is always on the speculation side, which was what is in this gaming industry, I feel like at this point overall. So one kind of big thing I'd want to note is that 8K is still very far accessible from a lot of folks. This would almost be like a separate video I want to talk about. But basically 8K as of right now is just not feasible for most people. 4K right now and 4K smart TVs, I feel like with a nice mid-tier. 8K is on the market, but it's like it's like pretty much like 4 times, 5 times the price, and it's just not a normal state. Now, of course, as more technologies get made, maybe we could see 8K resolution pop down to like the $2,000 to $3,000 price point for the high-end tech users. But that's actually something that I'd be worried about. They could always future-proof it because, of course, consoles will be in the market for like 3 to 4 years either way. But it just doesn't seem like 8K support is there as of yet. But like I said, it's always nice to have that little bit of future-proof mixed on into, which would make a lot of sense too as well. So, of course, as well, don't expect Sony to announce the PS5 Pro until 2023 as well, which would make a lot of sense too because, well, we're still just having issues even the supply of just the PS5, just normal one, let alone the Pro. But this is actually kind of interesting if you guys want to kind of chime in your thoughts. I think the major more information is on the 8K capabilities and brand new GPU, CPUs, but I feel like a lot of this stuff is all kind of obvious, like to anyone that has a brain. But it's always kind of fun to talk about this stuff and see it. If you guys want to leave your comments and thoughts down below, feel free to as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. I like to always hear these little speculation sites too. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc digital console controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Link down below. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get free stack and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. I just appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all throughout the rest of today for some more brand new videos. Love you guys.